I am Pat Brown, and we're at War Horses for Veterans in Stilwell, Kansas. War Horses for Veterans is a 501c3 not-for-profit for veterans, first responders, and special forces. We bring in veterans or first responders or special forces and run them through typically a 6-day program working with horses and each other. Mostly we're dealing with men and women with pretty severe PTSD, and when you put anyone in a confined area with a 1,000-pound animal, you can literally see them have what I call a brain dump, where they can't be thinking about anything else except that animal. And so they learn to breathe properly. We do communication skills. We do e-colors, which is personality assessment, so that they can figure out how to better work with their cohorts and family and friends. We try to cover all the bases. We work on nutrition. We have chefs that come and cook healthy meals for the guys and gals. And we brainstorm. Most of the groups have psychologists on staff as well. The idea came from my husband, Andy, and me brainstorming. Andy and I are at a point in our lives where we are realizing as each day passes, we can't take it with us. And Andy's very much into horses, and we lived on a horse farm. So when we first started, it was just combat veterans. And then we sort of segued into special forces and first responders. Well, the results are amazing. And we've changed the program from some 1-day first responder programs and 3-day veteran programs to where almost all the programs now are 6 days. And they're small, 4 to 5 people, because that seems to be what works. When we started, this was all trial and error. We started in 2014, and we did not have a facility. We were pretty much operating out of our house and pool house and an outdoor round pen. The funding comes from all over. When the program started, we pretty much funded it, and we were a private operating foundation. We're now a public operating foundation. We have some grants, but we have a lot of just super generous donors who really believe in the program. It's totally free. All of their expenses are covered. Airfare, housing, food, everything's covered.
Hey everybody, it's Trudy Jacobson. Thank you for watching Great American Women, and thank you to the great ladies who have participated in this series. Now I'll let you get back to the show.
Originally, you just had to be a combat veteran. Now, for special forces, typically the psychologists that work for special forces select who's coming through. The captains of the police departments or peer support heads of the police departments choose who's coming through. They try to select people who really need the help and want the help. Just last week, we ran a first responder program, and we had one guy who he was a tough nut to crack, and we weren't sure that he was going to really succeed in the program. They all arrived on Sunday, and on Thursday, they went on a trail ride with my husband. During the course of the trail ride, they had to take the horses down a very steep, very narrow, like ravine, cliff-type ravine, and then across a stream of water. And this one policeman, he had an epiphany on the trail ride. It took him longer. Everybody else had their epiphanies on like Monday, but it took him almost the full program. He got back to the farm and he said, I could have died out there. I thought I was going to die. He said, but I realized I had no control. I had to trust the horse. So those are the kinds of things we see. We see a lot of guys who go through the program, and we stay in touch with pretty much everyone. And most of them have significantly better home life after the program. They try to relate more with their wives and children than they did before the program. You can edit this out, but if you'd asked me, I don't know, even 20 years ago, if I could see myself a little old Jewish lady surrounded by tattoos and piercings, I would say no. No, it's great. For me, being with these groups who are mostly male, they kind of think of me as a mom, because I'm completely unrelated to their lives, their home lives, their personal lives. So I'm sure that I hear things that their wives, their mothers, their children do not hear. I think that as we grow older and become financially in better shape, we have to figure out a way that satisfies us to give back. I think that's what happened with me. I had a travel agency for 20 some odd years, home base. I retired when we had grandchildren and went to work as a volunteer for the Overland Park Police Department in investigations and did that for 8 years until COVID hit pretty much. While I was with the police department, we started this program. So I think you can do anything, but you just have to realize that change is good, that you can't stay the same person you were at 20. I mean, I'm 70, I'm not the person my husband married. And hopefully you just grow better and better as you get older and older. Anybody can find out about War Horses by going to www.WHFV.org. I am Patricia Brown, and I am a great American woman.
Thank you for watching Great American Women. If you would like to be considered for a Great American Women episode, drop us a message and let us know. We can't wait to hear your story.